Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Confidential here on another episode of There Will Be Trivia. This is the Total Recall 2 tournament, and guess what? We are almost at the end. It has taken a little bit longer than planned because of X, Y, and Z reasons. It's not that big of a deal, but we are almost done with round 1, and I am actually having a blast with this entire thing. This is the second match that we are doing live tournament setting, and my co-host over here, Malcolm, he knows all about running live matches, but this is a tournament based, so I'm definitely curious to see how he handles it. Malcolm, what are your thoughts on Sean Sandberg as a whole, and my cornhole buddy Matt O'Neill, who has never done a trivia or even a movie related thing online, so he may or may not be amazing. We'll see. What are your thoughts going in?
Yeah, like Sean, I've known for a while. Like he hasn't been around the trivia leagues much lately. He's just sort of coming back into it, so it's going to be interesting to see sort of how he does. And Matt is just an unknown, so there's really nothing. There's no way to prep for him. It's not like he's got a match so he can find out what he knows. So
exactly, but this is honestly a perfect setting for that because there's no studying base, so it's not like you have to prepare your strengths and weaknesses based on your opponent. You kind of just show up and answer questions. So this is a perfect chance for Matt to just show up and get try it out, and there's a perfect chance for Sean to have an unknown as an opponent because you don't really have to go anything. You're still gonna do the same thing on your end. So with that said, let's go ahead and start with Sean, and then maybe he'll give Matt an idea of how to handle the promo/introduction. So we'll go over to Sean. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess I'm back. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. No one asked for this, but I don't know. This seems like it'd be a lot of fun. Henry asked if I wanted to be playing in this league, and I just said yes because, well, fuck it. COVID's been bullshit for everybody. So, yeah. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, my name is Matt. I'm the unknown. I've known Henry for a couple years now, throwing bags, and then I saw him put a post up about this. There will be trivia, or I'm sorry, the Total Recall movie trivia thing, and I was like, yeah. I sent him a comment, and said, yeah, man, I'm all in on this. Let me give it a shot, And I didn't know there was going to be like a huge tournament thing, which is fine with me. It's hopefully I do well enough and make it far enough, but. Yeah, I'm here to have some fun. Maybe win a match or two. Who knows? Probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we're expecting with this. Sean over here playing video games and not giving a crap, and Matt being the unknown. So let's see if he makes Sean pay for that with his jokes for no prep. But that's what Total Recall is. So without further ado, we're gonna go into round 1, which is this or that. So me and Malcolm are gonna go back and forth asking you questions because I actually provided Malcolm with a document here. Sorry, Madi, you're not as special as Malcolm. He actually gets a document. So I'll actually let Malcolm read question number 1.
Question number 1 is: in Rio Bravo, which teen rock idol stars alongside John Rain and Dean Martin? Ricky Nelson or James Burton?
Matt, just a reminder, because of just how things are, just make sure your hands are visible in the screen while you're writing stuff down. Yeah. Kind of, if you can tilt your camera. Are you using a computer or whatever? Yeah. It's just a thing. You'll get used to it. You'll get a lot of hate comments if you don't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sean, let's start with you.
Ricky Nelson.
All right. And Matt? Say what you wrote also.
Oh, James Burton. Oh, crap. You can't see that at all. I promise I wrote James Burton.
we believe you, as I'm trying to get it to make sure.
What in the holy shit? There you go. There you go. There you go.
It was, in fact, Ricky Nelson. So first point is going to go to Sean. Second question, I'll take this one over, as Malcolm looks frozen. We'll figure that out. Which Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu film is his first to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? Was it 21 Grams or BABEL? Sean, you've been doing this for a lot of years. What's it like to see the questions on screen as you're playing?
Odd.
It takes the repeat the question out of it, right? So I'm definitely confused on what's going on with Malcolm there. He definitely... Oh, there he is. He's finally gone. We were worried about him for a minute.
Trying to get us to smell his armpit. I don't know. That was...
Yeah, he was
frozen in his armpit,
seducing us with the stash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you have?
BABEL.
And Sean?
I also have BABEL.
Matt, you should write this in the records book. This is your first ever movie trivia point online.
Boom!
It does help that when you get 50-50 chance of answering the question. Until Malcolm comes back.
Yeah, it's right or wrong.
Until Malcolm comes back, I'll just take over and we'll just let him come back naturally. So, question number 3. What is Joan Rivers' only feature film directing credit? Is it The Rabbit Test or Big Bad Mama? Shout out Jake Cruikshank, my frequent co-writer on a lot of these. If I'm either too busy or just want to, give my buddy a chance to flex his writing abilities, and he wrote this entire match. I messed with a couple questions, but 99% with this is him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sean.
I went with a guess with Big Bad Mama.
And Matt.
I totally guessed with The Rabbit Test. Never heard of either one of them.
One of you is correct, and both of you are tied. It was, in fact, The Rabbit Test.
Woo! What a guess.
Uh-oh. Question number 4. Once again, I'm taking over until Malcolm comes back, even though his name's still on there. He definitely is the Hollow Man. Question number 4. Who did not appear in the 1960s The Magnificent Seven? Robert Redford or Steve McQueen? Just a reminder, Matt, keep that hand up, just because it's weird. It becomes
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes second nature once you get used to it, but it's just one of those things that until you do, you don't even realize it's a big deal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with Matt.
Robert Redford, RR. Good old RR.
I'll accept that. And Sean.
Robert Redford.
There you go. All right. Once again, still missing Malcolm, RIP. Question number 5. Your penultimate question in round 1. Who directed A Ghost Story? Was it David Lowery or Robert Eggers? No comments, as we're streaming live. Feel free to comment. These gentlemen aren't looking at the comments for your answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sean.
I went with Robert Eggers because I'm not entirely sure.
And Matt.
I went with Lowery because I thought Sean would guess Eggers.
That's exactly what happened, and Matt has his very first lead in movie trivia. It was, in fact, David Lowery. So I don't know how to handle this. Your final question, going at the end of round 1. Oh, wrong question. There it is. In Rennie Harlan's Cliffhanger, who plays the villainous Eric Quaylen? Frank Langella or John Lithgow? By the way, shout out myself, right, putting the wrong question. Luckily, it was the question beforehand, so I didn't give you any sneak previews of the later questions. Comment below what happened to Malcolm. Did Matt dump him out, and now he's getting all the answers feeded to him through Messenger, or what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start off with Matt. See if he can end 5 out of 6.
One of my favorites, John Lithgow.
And Sean.
John Lithgow.
It is, in fact, John Lithgow. So you both end strong. But Matt O'Neill, my cornhole buddy, coming out of nowhere with a 5-4 lead. But
nice job, Shauno.
Yeah, Sean definitely still had a great first round. So with that being said, we're gonna go into round 2, and that is locked in. So just a reminder, I will read you a question, and if you know it right off the bat, write your answer down. If you need multiple choice, I will provide you with multiple choice. And once again, if you locked in, just make sure your hands are up, especially now that you're having answers fed to you. You just don't want any shenanigans. Once again, you'll get used to it in the time as time goes by. So question number 1.
I don't think so.
Star Wars writer Lawrence Kasdan directed what 2003 film based on a Stephen King novel? And once again, you don't have to answer it on 2 points. Multiple choices available to you, no pressure. But if you want to swing for the fences, you can. It's all up to you and your strategy.
Can I get a time extension on this?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple extra seconds, and hopefully Malcolm comes back as we're looking for that. He didn't even message me, so my feelings are hurt. He was like, "Hey, he literally offered. He's like, "Hey, I want to co-host with you," and I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, but not for long." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are either of you locked in?
I'm not personally.
Matt, are you locked in, or you want multiple choice?
I got an answer, but I'm not confident, so I'll go multiple choice.
Okay. Just for the future, time is an issue once we do the 5 point.
Okay.
Yeah, just so
you.
everyone, it's even playing field. But here's your multiple choice options. Make sure I do the right one. Take that one away. Is it A, 1408, B, Hearts in Atlantis, C, Secret Window, or D, Dreamcatcher?
I was nowhere close. Holy cow.
He must have wrote The Shining.
Thinner, actually.
Interesting guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sean for potentially 1 point.
I believe that it's Dreamcatcher.
And Matt for potentially 1 point.
I guessed 1408.
And I guessed a tie game. It was in fact Dreamcatcher.
That close to it on the 2-pointer.
Oh, that
Is that what you wrote down? Is that
No,
what
it's
you wrote
what I
down,
had-
Sean?
Like half the name in my head. And I was like,
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah, sometimes trying to remember titles can get you. Question number 2. Nearly a decade after directing Black Christmas, which classic Christmas comedy did Bob Clark also direct? I can't wait for someone to randomly stumble on this, either live or on the repeat, and then just see Malcolm's name floating there and me like off-centered, and they're like, what is going on? Trust me, I don't know either. And if you're locked in, stay locked in. If you just say multiple choice, it just makes it easier just to communicate. So 5,
I'm going to go
4,
multiple choice.
3.
I have an idea on what it is, but
2.
I'm also going to go multiple choice.
All right, both gentlemen are going to go multiple choice. Is it A, Christmas Vacation, B, A Christmas Story, C, Babes in Toyland, or D, Scrooged?
Can we ask for some context on the year
Nope.
Black Christmas was directed? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to know that, unfortunately.
That's what makes it interesting, because based on these answers, they're not the same year, so that's what separates it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what did you write down?
Scrooged.
And Sean.
I went with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
It was, in fact, A Christmas Story.
Oh.
Fun fact. The more you know.
I thought Christmas Vacation, but Black Christmas and then a Christmas Vacation right after that. I don't know. I thought it would be more.
Your third question. In which 90s movie does Holly Hunter play a woman with a fetish for automobile accidents?
I feel like this was just on TV.
Gotta love people's process of thinking, talking out loud, giving their opponent hints. Maybe he was watching TV earlier. 5, 4,
Not today.
3, 2.
I'm gonna go with multiple on this one.
Multiple myself, yeah.
All right, both competitors going multiple choice. Is it A, Crash, B, Jagged Edge, C, End of Line, or D, Death Sport? I love this. This is literally the first time ever, at least to my knowledge, where the question's on screen so you can literally just look at it. You don't ever see competitors doing that. 5, 4. Changing the game, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Sean, what did you potentially guess?
I went with B with Jagged Edge.
And Matt,
End of Line.
we were looking for the David Cronenberg directed Crash.
I was thinking of a totally different movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't put the hint in there, 96 Crash or 90s version of Crash, because then you could just potentially put them in the right direction, so you kind of just have to know.
I also feel like Crash was too obvious.
Yeah. Sometimes I've learned that.
Sometimes
it
keep it simple,
is.
stupid.
Question 4. Which Coen Brothers film shares its title with the fictitious book being adapted in Preston Sturges' Sullivan's Travels? So essentially, either write down a Coen Brothers title or hear the multiple choice and hear 4 Coen Brothers titles, depending on how you want to go about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go multiple.
Matt, are you locking in or are you going multiple choice?
I'm locked in, I think.
All right, keep your hands up while we hear the options for Sean. Is it A, Hail Caesar, B, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, C, The Hudsucker Proxy, or D, The Man Who Wasn't There?
I went with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, personally.
All right, I guess he's gonna. We're no countdown. So, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is the guess for Sean, and for 2 points potentially Matt.
I'm not even on that list, so I put down Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black.
That is not a Coen Brothers movie, but I respect the risk. It was in fact Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. So Sean takes back his lead.
Good job.
Thank you.
Question 5. What biblical figure does Christian Bale play in Exodus, Gods and Kings? Sean, are you locking in?
I'm locking in.
Matt, are you going to go multiple choice or lock in?
I'll go multiple. I can't think of this one for some reason.
All right.
I'll know when I see it.
Sean, keep them up. And then Matt, your multiple choice options are A, Abraham, B, David, C, Joseph, or D, Moses.
Okay.
Or E, Malcolm. Because apparently he's biblically
Oh, wait.
gone. 5, 4.
What about Eli?
3, 2. The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Sean, for 2 points potentially.
He played Moses.
And Matt, for 1 point.
Same.
Moses supposes. There it is. That is correct.
Good job,
And
Sean.
if you continue playing in the future, invest in a whiteboard. And Sean will eventually get you a whiteboard. It's only taken 10 years. But question 6, your final one in round 2. Who plays General Thunderbolt Ross in Ang Lee's Hulk? Sean, you locking in?
Locking in.
I'll go multiple. I can't think.
All right. This is for Matt. Your multiple choice options are A, William Hurt, B, Tommy Lee Jones, C, Nick Nolte, or D, Sam Elliott. And give me a chance to do a countdown for future reference in case he wants to change his answer. Sean. last time when you jumped the gun with, or no, he went locked in. So never mind. You were right. I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to banter by myself. It's not the easiest thing to do.
It
5, 4,
sucks.
3, so especially when you literally got abandoned. Malcolm thinks he's my dad or something. Just kidding. Sean for 2 points.
Sometimes there's a man. Sam Elliott.
Whoa, don't quote my favorite movie. And Matt, were you able to also
I went
get
with-
Sam Elliott?
I went with TLJ, Tommy Lee Jones.
It was in fact Sam Elliott. So
Yeah.
a big lead for Sean going into round 3, 10-6. But luckily for Matt, he can get a max of 6 points, so he can definitely flip the script. So with that said, we're going to go into round 3, which is the revised IMDb round. You don't need a whiteboard anymore, but if you want to take notes, you're more than welcome. So it's up to you and how you think. Sean, you were in the lead. Would you like to choose the subject category of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or The Rock?
Oh, jeez, those are pretty stinky. I guess Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
It's technically just Dwayne Johnson, but I'm just so used to saying Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that it's so Dwayne Johnson. So, Sean, you're going to receive your 3 questions from Dwayne Johnson. And Matt, you'll be receiving yours from The Rock. Once again, reminder, The Rock and Dwayne Johnson has nothing to do with any of these questions. It's literally just a label. So, Matt, your 1-pointer in the subject label The Rock. Your year is 2003. Your genres, drama, history, and sports. And your plot summary. The true story of the Depression-era racehorse where the victories not only lifted the spirits of the team, but also those of their nation.
I just tell you the answer.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Is that Secretariat?
Unfortunately, we were looking for Sea Biscuit.
Oh,
I wanted to do a double check. They both start with an S. I'm like, I don't think so. So here's the deal: you have to hit both your have to hit both your 2 and your 3 now. So that's important. So your 2-pointer, I'm gonna give you the year and the genres, and you choose if you want the top billed actor or actress or the director. Okay. Your years: 1999, and your genres: drama, mystery, thriller.
So I pick a genre?
No. Do you want the director or the top billed?
Oh, top bill.
All right. Once again. 1999, drama, mystery, thriller. The top billed actor, Tom Cruise. Five,
I feel like it's a Mission Impossible movie,
4.
but I can't remember which one. Mission Impossible.
Unfortunately, we were looking for Eyes Wide Shut. So what that means is, Sean, you are going to be moving on to round 2. And let's go ahead and talk to Matt real quick. Let's just get it out the way. How
Good
did you
job,
feel?
Sean.
This is your first time ever doing anything, at least to my knowledge. Is it what you expected? Is all the talk we had in the chat, is it describe the situation? Is it better or worse than you thought? Just give us your general opinion, because this also is a message to anyone out there who wants to take a chance on something like this. So as someone who's not even in the know, quote unquote, what are your thoughts going in, and what are your thoughts now?
Going in, I wasn't sure about it, but I felt like I was informed enough to actually be able to, navigate my way through it. And hey, I scored 6 points. I don't know if that's like a rookie record or whatever, but I wound up scoring 6 points against a 10-year vet. That's how long Sean's been doing it, 10 years or whatever. So I feel good about that. Actually, I didn't finish Eyes Wide Shut, so I'm not surprised that I didn't remember what that one was, because I didn't like it. But no, anyway, no, and after have gone through it all, I feel like I could do it again and be a little bit better off and more experienced trying it again. So I definitely had fun, that's for sure.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. One more question. If you had a buddy or somebody who you know where they like to talk about movies on a level similar to yours, is it something you recommend, or is it something you really believe you kind of have to be more nerdy to enjoy this?
You just got to, be a movie buff, I think. And maybe some genres aren't your genres, but some are. And just, um, yeah, you just have to like watching movies and just have watched very many of them and from different genres to make it through it. And I would tell anybody, yeah, give it a shot. Even if you only think you know a little bit about movies, but you still like watching movies, just give it a shot. You never know. You never know.
There you go. Doesn't hurt to try, right? You miss 100%,
It never hurts to
of the
try.
shots you don't take. All right, let's go
Right.
ahead and see what Sean has to say. Sean, so there was a chance halfway through that game where we're like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but then the old Sean Sandberg came to play and showed his experience. What are your thoughts on the new format? Because this is your first time playing the new format. Last time it was more wide open. What are your thoughts on that? And then what were your thoughts on playing a complete rookie? Is it something that is about what you expected? Was it a little more fun than you expected, or just generally what are your thoughts?
I mean, like, it's not the first time I've done that. I wound up playing Aaron J. in his very first match ever in these leagues, and so it's not something that's anything new. I will say there is a little bit of the leveling of the playing field in the multiple choice in round one, and not in a bad way or anything like that. I actually really enjoy how much more competitive matches can become. There's less blowouts that you see happening.
Absolutely.
And whatnot. And I think that that's actually pretty cool. Overall, I think Matt's a really nice guy. He was really, really, like, such a cool dude. I know I was, like, goofing around before the match, going like, hey, I'm just stuff like that. He was a genuinely good dude before the match, and absolutely nothing but respect to him. And, like, look, I think that the idea of, like, legacy or, like, fucking reputation and all this stuff is, like, bullshit. Because it literally is just, it's fucking movie trivia online. It's so... Realistically, if this is the most important thing to you, then fuck, sorry, man. like really.
Damn, shots fired.
I mean, but like, it's good to be back. It's good to have some fun, and yeah, no, I'm looking forward to playing again.
And I'll bring us all on for this one. So. You will actually be playing Ryan Payne in round 2. What are your thoughts about that? Do you have any opinions, or is it one of those, once again, just show up and play and best man wins?
Ryan's a really good player. That's it. And on top of that, I know he's got to get some vengeance on me for never giving him a point in movie Battleground. So can't imagine he's very happy about that. And he beat Bowman. So, like,
he's got it in him.
I mean,
he's definitely a good player. So it's
a great player.
He's definitely not one to sleep on. And there's always going to be that little fun joke inside of the manager thing in round 1. They had that.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you made it this far into the video or one viewer, make sure you comment just so I know who you are, because then I can send you a gift. And Matt O'Neill, I really appreciate you taking a chance on this. It's something that you had no idea what to expect, and I think you had some fun. And just a message out there, anybody who randomly stumbles upon a video like this, whether it's from me, Full Metal Trivia, Multiplex Warzone, Geek, Joe, TMG, any of them. If you stumble upon those and you're like, hey, I like movie trivia, give it a shot. I mean, the question writer, Jay Cruikshank, he randomly stumbled upon the movie trivia Schmodown on Reddit, and he's like, I like movies and I like trivia. Let me get into the fan leagues. He doesn't even watch the Schmodown, so sometimes you just want to just be involved. So take a risk, go ahead and let's have some fun, and let's build this community. So with that being said, I really appreciate you made this far in the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel for some reason, you might as well subscribe, and as always, if you made this far in the video, you might as well drop a like. So once again, congratulations, Sean Sandberg. We'll be seeing him in round 2 against Ryan Payne, and Matt O'Neill, if he accepts the invite to come back to the next tournament, he's always invited. And if he wants to debate, we'll be doing debates, and if he wants to just randomly jump on a live show and talk movies, he's always welcome. So with that being said, Henry Confidential, this is There Will Be Movies, There Will Be Trivia, Total Recall 2. We are out.
I can play Ghost of Tsushima now?